I'm about to now get into my biggest issue with this new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And we went over the reasons as to why they did it and why now we know they made it look the way they look.
I like that. That does help.
Forget about the look of it for a minute. Let's talk about just the idea of introducing this championship at this moment in time in the WWE. You have Roman Reigns, who is the most, you're now building as really the most dominant force you've ever had in the history of the company.
And you've committed to that at this point.
You've committed to it
fully.
Because you didn't have Cody Rhodes win it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother thought Cody Rhodes was winning it, probably including Cody, until they brought him in the room and told him that he wasn't winning it, right? And so you decided to go that route and not have Cody win the championship, right? So with Roman Reigns, you're continuing to have him be this dominant force. When you introduce this championship, and by default you say Roman Reigns cannot win this championship, you're automatically diminishing the value that you were trying to place on Roman Reigns in the first place. The value that you placed on him at WrestleMania by having him beating Cody Rhodes the day after this big sale and merger with UFC, being like, this is our guy, we're not doing any change, we're keeping Roman as the guy. And it was like the third WrestleMania in a row that he defended the titles. By coming out a week or two later, a month later, going, hey, we have this new World Heavyweight Championship. It's prestigious. It's got the McMahon family crest. But oh yeah, our most dominant guy can't win it. Like, what are you saying there?
It diminishes the championship.
It diminishes what Roman Reigns has done.
You think I think it diminishes the championship and makes it the little brother championship.
It does both, Paul. It diminishes this championship and it diminishes Roman Reigns' championship. And that is why I am here to tell you and everybody else at home today that WWE will swerve us at some point and Roman Reigns will win this championship. And what they will do is they will get rid of the other ones and they will...
Oh, it's like a unification.
And they will just have this one. Because by telling you that it's like the McMahon family crest...
It's got to be the big one. It's the number one belt.
This is going to be the number one belt. How do you make it the number one belt? They're not stupid. I don't think they introduce this title and allow the things that we just said.
Yeah, you're right.
The diminishing value. They don't just let that sit out there.
How fun's that going to be when Roman comes over and just... He forces his way into a match for it.
Yeah. And they even had,
That's fun.
On Monday Night Raw, they had Paul Heyman come out and he explained, he's like, since Roman is on SmackDown, he can't win this championship. He explained it. So they're trying to spell it out for you. But they've been swerving us a lot lately. Right?
Yeah.
And
it's a whole new world now.
And so what I think is going to happen, they're going to have a tournament and they're going to crown the champ in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, which is in June. Oh, no, end of May, maybe? It might be the end of this month. I think they got this. End of May, and then I think July 1st. I could be wrong. I don't... Either way, Backlash is this Saturday. Night of Champions is after that. They're going to crown the winner of that tournament. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be in that tournament. They've already laid it out. He can't win it. But at some point, Roman Reigns is going to win that title.
It has to be.
That's the only way it makes sense to me. The only way that this WWE champion, the only way this new WWE World Heavyweight Championship,
that Vince has put his legacy on.
The only way this WWE World Heavyweight Championship makes sense is if they swerve and Roman Reigns wins it. That's the only way it makes sense. The only way this makes, think about it. Roman Reigns has to win this title, or his titles are kind of meaningless.
Yeah.
Because his whole character is, I smash everybody. You're going to make someone else the champ, and you're not going to let me smash them? What? Because of this invisible boundary of a brand split and a draft? No, we've seen that broken before. And I think you're going to see it broken again. And that is the only way this new title in the WWE makes any sense, is if Roman Reigns eventually wins it and they throw us that big curveball.
Full unification.
Full unification and one title.
This is the greatest title. This is the one to rule them all.
Yeah. This is it.
I love it.
Now, the one thing I don't like about that theory that I came up with...
Now there's less belts.
...is like you're kind of eliminating the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
And like the WWE Championship...
Now this is the WWE Championship.
It is, but it's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Like, what is it really?
Yeah.
It's a confusing thing because there's such a history of WWE champions, and you get into like which one's most important. You know, who's the guy? Does the belt make the guy, or does the guy make the belt? I kind of like it to be a little of both, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, well, the champion makes the championship. And I don't necessarily like that because I like you to have to chase the top title no matter who has it. And in my opinion, it's always been, even when they had the big gold, it's always been the WWE Championship because that's the one that Hulk Hogan won. That's the one that they had a tournament at WrestleMania 4, Macho Man Randy Savage won. That's the one that Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan for at WrestleMania 6. Like, that is the championship. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock. Like, that's the one. And if you eliminate that and unify and just have one and this new one based on my theory, do you still consider the past WWE champions to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the history books. Not that anyone cares about the history books. Maybe I'm sounding like a complete nerd right now, but that shit matters to me. That shit matters to me. But yeah, let's see what happens. I do think Roman Reigns is going to win it.
He has to. It makes no sense.
He has to.